Hi, good morning everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to present today. My name is Kasma Dwisharani and today I would like to present the role of peer interaction in developing EFL student speaking skill. Okay, in this presentation, I will explain the background of the study, the research problem, the research question, the main finding, and the implication for EFL teaching and learning. Now, let's move to the first discussion. First, look at the topic and context. English speaking is an essential skill for EFL students. One way to improve this skill is through peer interaction, where students work together to complete communicative tasks. This slide explains that speaking is one of the most important skills for students who learn English as a foreign language. However, many students still feel shy or feel like confident when they have to speak English in front of class. According to the study, one effective way to improve speaking skill is through peer interaction. Peer interaction means students learn by communicating and working together with their classmates. When students discuss ideas, ask questions, and solve problems together, they have more opportunity to practice speaking English naturally. As a result, they can become more confident and improve their communication skill. Next, let's move to the problem research and gap. Although pair work is commonly used in EFL classroom, there is still limited understanding of how specific decision-making tasks promote peer interaction and knowledge contraction. This means that pair work is already a common teaching method in many English classrooms. However, research still do not clearly understand how decision-making activities help students interact and learn together. Because of this gap, the research want to investigate how student communication while completing decision-making tasks and how they support each other during the learning process. Now, let's continue with the research question. The first question is, how does a decision-making task stimulate peer interaction? And the second question is, how does peer interaction mediate knowledge contraction among EFL students? These two questions focus on student interaction during learning activities. The research wants to know whether decision-making tasks encourage students to communicate more actively. They also wanted to understand how students put knowledge together through this discussion, asking questions, and sharing ideas. Now, let's look at the main argument. Peer interaction during communicative tasks allows students to exchange ideas, solve language problems, and build knowledge together. The research believes that learning is more effective when students work together. During discussions, students can help each other understand difficult vocabulary, correct mistakes, and share different opinions. Instead of learning alone, students become active participants in the learning process. This interaction not only improves their speaking ability, but also help them understand English more deeply. Okay, next slide is discuss the important finding of this study. This findings show that students interacted in different ways while completing the task. It means that students supported each other by explaining vocabulary, sharing opinion, asking questions, and giving feedback. This interaction creates a positive learning environment where students could learn from each other. Another important finding is that exploratory talk was more effective than simple conversation. This type of discussion encourages students to think critically, explain their ideas clearly, and work together to solve problems. Okay, for the last slide, the implication for EFL learning and teaching. The study suggests that teachers should use more communicative tasks, especially decision-making activities, to encourage peer interaction. Based on this study, English teachers should provide more classroom activities that require students to communicate and collaborate with their classmates. Decision-making tasks are one example because they encourage students to express opinion, listen to others, and solve problems together. In conclusion, peer interaction is an effective strategy to improve students' speaking skill, confidence, and overall language learning experience. Okay guys, that is all for my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this presentation has helped you understand the importance of peer interaction in developing EFL student speaking skill.